Now this video is the next part of our previous video. If you haven't watched it yet, we have indicated the link below. Check it out to understand more the context of our discussion today. For a quick recap, we have talked about the people responsible behind the FTX collapse in the previous video. We have identified Sam Bankman-Fried and Carolyn as the people who are responsible for what happened. We also identified the factors affecting the media coverage of the crypto scandal. SBF has some very powerful friends who can easily influence how the mainstream media portray these people. Of course, these are just allegations that we have backed up with some research. You should still take it with a grain of salt because everyone is innocent until proven guilty. There is still a question left unanswered from the previous video. That is, are SBF and Carolyn the only people responsible for the collapse? Thank you for watching Diversified Streams, your go-to YouTube channel for all things crypto and finance. Be sure to check out our community post about these subjects. We are curious to know your opinions on these matters. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest news and tips related to crypto. And make sure to keep your notifications on so you'll be updated with our latest videos. We frequently post so you wouldn't want to miss them. For this video, we are still talking about who is the responsible party for the collapse of one of the largest crypto exchanges, the FTX. Who is responsible for the sorrows and the missing money that ordinary and rich people invest in this said platform? Before we begin, let us reiterate that the information presented here is what we have just gathered. It does not mean that they are really the culprit behind this mess. We should remember that anyone is innocent until proven guilty. Without further ado, let's start the discussion. In the big picture, there are people who are absent. Who are the FTX scandal's purported genuine ringleaders or missing pieces? Michael Kives is the first. Sam Bankman-Fried, the Clintons, Warren Buffett, Michael Lewis, and even Elon Musk are all connected to him. He reportedly has $300 million in Alameda. Aside from that, he has no Wikipedia entry. Surprisingly, nobody has ever mentioned him on cryptocurrency Twitter. So let's explore Kives' past. The Clinton family appears to have been Kives' first gig. He was their spokesperson before. He next went to CAA, the biggest talent agency in Hollywood. They are in charge of overseeing hugely well-known celebrities like Warren Buffett and Katy Perry. He then turned to early-stage investing in technology. He might be gifted or just the outcome of nepotism. It goes without saying that Kives has more connections than the average person could ever imagine. Even well-known celebrities fail to have these connections. Don't just take my word for it either. Believe his former employee and CAA president since he has spoken about him. The elusiveness of Kives is the most amazing thing. Kives now oversees his K5 private equity company while also holding directorship at Yahoo and Shutterfly. Bro is really taking the lead on several jobs that can be done from home. I suppose we must honor it. The K5 is where things start to get interesting since Sam Bankman-Fried, an old buddy, gets involved. $300 million in customer funds found their way to Kives' company somehow. After this week, this figure might seem less substantial, but it would rank in the top 25% of FTX liquid assets. Why all of it? Good thing FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried didn't rely on people's perceptions of them based on their celebrity status or their relationships with peoples Kives has or has had. Looking at this image, don't you feel like a product? Observe that the relationships concern more than just political or image objectives. They smoothly expand to include financial objectives that SBF could not meet. Kives apparently used his private equity company to gain access to SpaceX. And it's been claimed that the Boring Company investments did the same with Sam Bankman-Fried and Twitter. If you still need more proof of Kives' extensive political ties, read this Guardian article boasting about the millions in unreported donations he was able to bundle for the Clintons. Do I even need to highlight the contribution from Sam Bankman-Fried? You still get it? There is therefore no need for mental gymnastics to understand how Michael Kives fits flawlessly into the FTX and SBF saga given the enormous influence and endorsements from the most important people, famous talent, politics, and finance. But let's go on, because Sam Bankman-Fried, who is coincidentally connected to the world's most powerful individuals, purchases a third of Kives' company. Then, using their celebrity and political ties as well as client cash, FTX continues to destroy $10 billion in customer funds. The purpose of this is to highlight Sam Bankman-Fried's fixation with power and how he took advantage of everyone, from common people to famous people. Keep your attention off of Kives. He was really collecting money for his company. Consider the other people Sam has managed to apprehend by stealing their wealth. Now, do you think Michael Kives is equally responsible for the crash? Why or why not? Then, do you think there are other people involved in this mess that we do not know about? Why do you think they are involved? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment down below. And while you're at it, make sure that you've liked this video and that you are subscribed to our channel. We appreciate it and would love to have you as a part of our community. Naturally, Gary Wang is one of the most intriguing or dubious participants at FTX. Gary Wang is SBF's business partner. Furthermore, Gary Wang is completely a ghost. There's not enough information on the internet to identify who he is. Gary is FTX co-founder and CTO and the MTT token's creator. However, there's not much information available online concerning him. He serves on Sequoia's advisory board. There is no discernible image of Gary Wang on their page. Here is a photo of Gary Wang with his back to a computer. He earned an MIT degree, worked for Google, and was named the richest person under 30. Therefore, Gary Wang continues to serve as FTX CTR or Chief Technology Officer. He might be responsible for the mess we are currently dealing with. To everyone, he continues to be elusive and a mystery. Caroline W., Sam Bankman-Fried's current girlfriend and the chief operating officer of FTX, may also share some of the culpability. Before joining FTX, Caroline worked as a risk manager for Credit Suisse and focused on private banking AML. It is safe to say that Caroline managed risk at FTX horribly. It is also important to note that John J. Ray III, a former Enron chairman and expert in bankruptcy, took over as CEO of FTX after Sam Bankman-Fried resigned from his role as CEO. These are the people who may be responsible for what happened with the FTX. However, the question remains as to who helped SBF create a backdoor for the FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried allegedly developed a backdoor into the accounting software that allowed Sam to change records and transfer money covertly, according to the legal and financial teams of FTX. Without raising any red flags on the books, the backdoor was used to transfer $10 billion from FTX official to Alameda Research. Dan Friedberg, the head of compliance at FTX, owned a poker gambling website. One of the history's biggest scandals was that one. Here's a short clip about Dan Friedberg.
Chief Regulatory Officer of FTX, and his name is Dan Friedberg. And if you Google Dan Friedberg poker scandal, he was the general counsel of, I don't know if it was Ultimate Bets or one of those Me Too sites, where they basically cheated against players.
They incorporated backdoors into the program, viewed the cards, and used it to place wagers against the players. This is the same as what FTX does to traders. Dan Friedberg, the top regulatory officer, was subsequently implicated in the main controversy involving Ultimate Bet Poker. According to the reports, his involvement can be proven because Friedberg was seen on camera coaching one of his clients through the process of lying after the client admitted to stealing the players out of more than $50 million. There you have it. They are the other people who possibly need to take accountability for the scam of FTX. However, we remind everyone again to take this video with a grain of salt. We just want to provide information to everyone who is interested in cryptocurrency. We do not want to implicate or blame everyone. Hence, we believe that they are still innocent until they are proven guilty. And that is it for today's video. I hope you found this video informative and helpful. As always, if you did, please show us some love and support by giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. And make sure to keep your notifications on so you'll be updated whenever we post new videos on all things related to crypto. This has been Diversified Streams. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you in our next video.